Hey everybody, it's Jana with StampinInk.com. Welcome to Crafty Thursday. Today we're going to be creating some really cute projects using the Latte Love bundle. I'm going to give everybody just a second to jump on. I'm going to go check my Facebook page and share it to my group, and we'll be ready to start in just a second. I hope everyone can hear me okay. If you are jumping on, please leave me a comment so that I know that you're here with me today. Please like and share the video. I would appreciate that very much. Let me go ahead and share this in my Stampers group. I'm going to share it there. And we should be good to go. Okay, welcome to Crafty Thursday. I'm Jana with StampinInk.com. I am here to inspire your creativity and show you how much fun it can be to create cards and other beautiful handmade paper crafts to send out to your friends and family members to make them feel special. It's just a way for you to gather with me so I can teach you techniques. If you're new to card making, let me know in the comments. This is really just for everybody. I offer these classes and then you can get the kits. The kits are free with the purchase. You can find all of the details in the links in the video description. Sorry, I got the sniffles. Made sure the dogs were settled today. Oh, let me go close my door really quick. I'll be right back. Everybody's been fed and taken care of, so we should be good to go today. If you are here joining me, please leave me a comment. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comments. I love to hear from everyone. Let me know where you're from. Before we jump into the projects, I want to let you know about some specials that Stampin' Up! Has going on right now. They have 10% off of their stamps and die bundles. So for instance, we are going to be, let me just reach over here real quick. We are going to be using the Latte Love stamp set and bundle. It comes with the dies. Can you see? The dies and the stamps. So we're going to be using that today. This bundle is an extra 10% off. So when Stampin' Up! Comes out with a new catalog, they will put stamp sets and dies together and sell them at a discounted 10% discount bundled price. So right now, this particular bundle is $46.75. If you place an order in my online store of $40 or more, I will send you the card kits for today's class free. If you purchase $50 or more, I will send you the card kits plus a special embellishment. And the embellishment for today is the adhesive back swirl dots. It coordinates with the Latte Love suite. There's also, this is an online exclusive, so it's not going to be found in a catalog. It will only be found online, and it's also sold as a suite, but if you order the suite of products, you don't get the additional 10% discount on the stamp set. So you would want to, on the stamp set and on the bundle, excuse me. So you would want to order the bundle separate and then order paper and anything else that you want to coordinate with it to ensure that you get that extra 10% discount. Okay, well, I'm going to flip the camera around. Like I said, if you're here joining me, please just leave me a comment so I know that you're here with me. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera over so that you can so that I can go over some things with you. Okay? Let me do that. All right. So right now, Stampin' Up! Has, like I said, they have, they're offering 10% off of all of their, an additional 10% off of their stamps and die bundles. It is also time to register if you haven't heard about Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin is a kit that you get in the mail. And it has everything included. I can pull out one of my kits. It has everything included for you to create cards. And then you also have a little bit extra left over. So let me grab this. Let me remove this. Hang on. Okay, let me flip it back around. I'm going to take this away. Okay, and now flip you back over. There we go. Perfect. This is going to be, so for July, Paper Pumpkin, the kit for Paper Pumpkin is going to be an exclusive box. So it's going to be a pre-storage box like this. And I can imagine that the ingredients inside will match it'll be flowers or something inside. The cool thing about Paper Pumpkin is that it's a surprise in a box every month. You don't know what you're going to get. It's $25 a month, and it's plenty of product, usually to make at least 8 cards. So let me show you. This was the Paper Pumpkin kit from April. And you get with the April Paper Pumpkin, they sent a stamp set, an ink spot, and then this is how it comes. It comes packaged up with all of the things that you need. You get your tape. If there's adhesive that you need, they send you adhesive. And then this here is an instruction booklet with pictures and everything on how to put your projects together. So let's open this, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right. So you'll have move it this way. I'm still getting used to where my camera is at. I just move things around a little bit, and I'm trying to get used to where my camera's at. But so you'll have the instruction booklet, and then it opens up, and it has all of the instructions on how to put your projects together. And the cool thing is that it also comes with a ruler across the top of the page right here. So if you need to measure anything out, you have that little ruler. So like I said, registration for Paper Pumpkin is June 11th through July the 10th. And that if you order, if you sign up for Paper Pumpkin, for July, this is the kit that you'll get. They also offer a coordinating add-on. So this coordinating add-on will coordinate with the July, August, and September kits. So it's an add-on. I think they're usually like $11, I believe, as the add-on. But then you get to use them for 3 months with all 3 kits, right? All right. So there's Paper Pumpkin. I haven't had a chance yet because of the technical difficulties I was having today to set up my blog post for the day. So what I did for our PDF for this class, the link should be listed in the description of the video. Okay? So if you want the PDF, you can go to the description of the video and grab the PDF. It has a list of all of the products with the product numbers, the item numbers for all of the products that we're going to be using in today's class. And then it also has pictures. It has photos and measurements for all of the projects that were for the cards that we're going to be creating today. I have just a regular hello kind of, and then a hello card, and then there's a thank you card, and then there's also a thank you card that's actually a gift card holder. Okay. There's also just a little reminder at the top that all orders over $40 placed by June the 17th will receive the Make and Take class kits for today's class. So you'll receive all of the paper that you need, all of the, it's going to come like this. So you'll get a package with the kits, and all of the paper will be cut up for you and in here. So all you have to do is just stamp and assemble. Stampin' Up! Policy prohibits us from sending stamped images in our kits. So you can either purchase the stamp bundle that we use today or use something in your stash. I've tried to create projects that will coordinate with things that you already have in your craft stash. So, okay, let's get started. We are going to create this card right here. We're going to let's get out our supplies. Let me show you the projects that we're going to be creating today. If I can find them. I just had them. All right. So today we are going to be creating this really cute Hello There card. It's just, it's simple, cute. They were super fast to make. I actually got this idea from Brandy over at Brandy's Cards. She does a 10 and 20. She does several 10 and 20 classes where you can make like 10 cards in 20 minutes, and she created this card. I changed it up, used different colors, but her basic layout is this card. She used some designer series paper for her cards. We also have a thank so much card that we're going to do today. Isn't this cute? This kit this bundle has some really cute stamp sets. It looks like little rings of coffee. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a coffee drinker. I love coffee. And then this project here is a card holder, a gift card holder. So a gift card fits right in here. And I'm going to pull out one of my, if you're not from Texas, you won't recognize this, but we have H-E-Bs here. It's a grocery store, so we have H-E-B. H-E-B gift card's great. So your gift card just fits right in here. You could do Starbucks. You could do your favorite local coffee shop. All right, let's get started. We're going to get started with this one right here. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to move these over here so I'll know where they're at. Put the scissors back up. There we go. Adjust my light. Is that? Can you see? Okay, so we're going to start with this card right here, and I already have all of my my packet ready to go. That's the wrong one. Okay, I'm going to stand up so I can do this standing up. So we're going to start with a basic card base. Get out my little PDF so I can get the right measurements here. Okay, so our card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's a portrait style card. So let's start with our stamping first, okay? We're using a photopolymer stamp set, so I'm going to be using my piercing mat today to get a little cushion behind my stamp so that it makes we have a crisper image. All right, so we're going to be using pecan pie and memento ink. These are the only 2 ink pads we're going to be using today. Are these two ink pads. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to grab my stamp, and I'm going to stamp it up with my memento black ink, and then I'm going to turn my little piece of cardstock this way, and then I'm going to stamp my image right here at the top of the card. And I'm also going to grab hold on, I'm missing one. Mount this real quick. I'm missing a stamp. Let me grab it. I'm going to flip this over. I like for my stamps to be straight on my block, so I'm going to use my grid paper. And there we go. All right. Now, put this away. I'm going to open up my pecan pie, and I'm going to ink up my stamp. And then just stamp down here at the bottom. It says, "Hello there, let's catch up." Beautiful. Then I'm going to use this stamp set here. It's got like the little swirls, so when your barista does your coffee and you get the little swirl in your coffee. Right there. Clean that off real quick. Clean this one. Got my chamois over here ready to go so I can clean those. Okay, now I'm going to grab my Stampin' blends, and I'm going to be using the Petunia Pop Stampin' blend. And the Pecan Pie Stampin' blend to color in my image. I'm going to start with the light Petunia Pop, and I'm going to go around the cup. This is like the rim of your coffee cup here. And I'm turning the page, or turning the little piece of paper, turning the stamped image, let's say that sounds better, right? I'm turning the stamped image so that I can just get better coverage and kind of stay in the lines. Okay, so that's the light, and then I'm going to come back, and where the little lines are here, I'm just going to use my dark Petunia Pop to add some dimension. And then just along these lines where it's darker, the artist is showing you that this is where you're supposed to have a little bit of shadow. On your image. Okay, now I'm going to come in with the dark pecan pie, and I'm going to color around the inside of the cup just to close in the coffee. And it's going to leave a dark line, like a shadow around the stamped image, and it looks like a swirl. Kind of cool. Can you see that? Okay. So I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella. If you guys are tuning in and watching, please leave me a comment so I know that you're here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any questions. I enjoy chatting, talking with somebody else other than myself. So feel free to converse with me while you're here. Let me know what you think about the projects. I'm taking my Wink of Stella and I'm just painting around the edge to give it a little shimmer. Okay, so now I'm going to take the coffee bean stamp. I'm going to, I need my Petunia Pop ink. I'm going to take my little coffee bean image, ink up my stamp, and I'm just going to create my own little background for this strip of paper. Turning and, you know, doing different directions as I stamp. I'm only doing around the edges because I'm going to put our little sentiment and image over the center. So you don't really see the middle. Let me get the edges here just a little bit. Let me get this edge right in here just in case the paper doesn't cover it up. All right. So I'm going to take my card base. Let me get rid of this real quick. I'm going to grab some green glue. Put some green glue on this piece. And then we're just going to layer this right along the center of the card base. Okay. Then I'm going to take this early espresso piece. This Petunia Pop strip is 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. The early espresso is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and the pecan pie is 4 by 3. Like I said, if you want the PDF, it's on. Should be linked in the description, and it will be posted on my blog later this afternoon. If you're joining me today, please leave a comment so that I know you're here. Let me know where you're from. If you're enjoying the projects, I would really appreciate it. Okay, we're going to take this and add a little more glue. We're going to glue it down to the card front. I'm going to grab some Stampin' Dimensionals and I'm going to layer them on the back of our image piece. Take the backing off. And then I'm going to layer this right on top here. Grab my little embellishments. And I'm going to put one right down here. Okay. Then we're going to work on the inside of the card. I'm going to take the little bean stamp set or stamp. Bean image. Let me clean that real quick. I'm using my pecan pie ink and I'm just going to stamp my little beans here in the corner. Okay. Then I'm going to take some multi-purpose adhesive, put on the back of here, on the back of this. This is 4 by 5 1/4. It's just an extra layer. I like to put on the inside of my cards. I like to finish off the inside of my cards. It's just a personal preference. I think it makes a card look finished. And here we go. This is card 1. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Okay. Now we're going to work on this really cute card here. It's using Petunia Pop paper, cardstock, and designer series paper from the A Little Latte. I don't think I showed y'all the paper, but it's a 12 by 12 paper pack, and it comes with several really cute different sheets of paper. We're going to be using the swirl, and this is the opposite side. Just really cute. Little coffee beans. Plaid. And then this is coffee spatter. And the other side is a stripe. Alright, so we're going to be creating this card next. I'm going to do our stamping first. I'm going to take my card, fold it, I'm going to burnish the edges really well. Making sure I have all my pieces together. Here. I'm going to stamp the 2 little coffee mugs using Memento ink again. Let me grab this so I can have my cushion. I'm going to stamp one of my coffee mugs here. And one more. Ooh, is it going to fit? That's not going to fit. Okay. We'll do one on this right here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color these two. I'm going to, let me do the coffee first. This is just a little swirl that fits right inside the coffee mug. To make it look like coffee. And then I'm going to take this here, this other little layer that we have, and I'm going to use my early espresso ink pad. I know I said these were the only 2 inks we were using, but I was wrong. Okay, so I'm going to take the Thanks So Much from the stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it right down here at the bottom. Right there. And then I need to take one more. And I'm going to stamp the little sentiment that says, "This one's on me." I'm going to cut these out using the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside. I'm going to go ahead and color my coffee cup real quick. Get a little quiet when I do this. It's kind of, I don't want to go outside the lines. Are you guys like that? When I go over this with the light petunia pop marker, it will blend all of this together. Okay. This is the way I check to make sure I'm using the right color. Does anybody have plans for the weekend? I really am enjoying using the Stampin' blends. I didn't think I would like using them, but I do. All right. I'm I'm going to go around the edge right here and there. And now I'm going to come in with my pecan pie and just fill in around the edge. Okay, for that one, since I have my pecan pie out, I'm going to go ahead and do that here. Okay, now I'm going to use my Lost Lagoon and color the next one. Sorry, humming. So we just finished a show on Apple TV called Palm Royale. It was so good. It had Carol Burnett in it, and I don't know what the lady's, I can't remember the lady's name, but she played the mom in the movie The Help, and then she also had a TV show called Mom, I believe. Mom. She played in it. Josh, the guy that played in Sweet Home Alabama, he was in it. I'm horrible with actors' names. I can tell you what movies they played in all day long, but I'm horrible remembering their names. But we just finished watching it, and it was so good. And I am about to start watching Bridgerton, I believe. But I think there's a second part to this season, so I don't know if I want to wait until the second part comes out or if I want to go ahead and get started. And then I also saw that Kevin Costner's new show, his new 2-part series, I guess is what it is coming out June the 28th, and I am excited for that too. We also just finished Young Sheldon. Of course, we're huge Big Bang Theory. We love Big Bang Theory. So we just finished it, and I cried. I cried so bad. All right, now I'm going to grab my, let's go ahead and assemble some of this, okay? We're going to take our card front, and I'm going to take this piece of, if I can grab it with my fingers, this is 5 1/4 by 1 3/4. I'm going to grab my mat here, my silicone mat, and my green glue. I'm going to add this to the bottom of the cardstock, to the card front. Okay. Then I have this small piece of early espresso. It's 5 1/4 by 3 1/4. Couldn't find my green glue there for a minute. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to line this up right at the top. It's not going to overlap, it's just going to butt right up against this piece of designer series paper. Okay. And then I'm going to hold on just a second. Hang on, let me grab another piece of paper, because I stamped on the wrong one. Did I? I did. All right. Easy fix. Okay. I'm gonna grab my early espresso again and the thanks so much stamp from the stamp set. I'm gonna ink it up with early espresso, and then I'm gonna stamp it right here at the bottom again. Easy fix. Okay. Grab my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm just gonna pop this layer on top of this other layer here. Okay. Oops, didn't get that one off of there. If you would like the make and take kits for these projects, all the information on how you can get those for free are in the description of the video. If you're here joining me, I would appreciate it if you would leave a message. Leave me a comment, so I know that you're here. If you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, please just leave me a message. Leave me a comment. Okay, I'm gonna grab. I can't remember what I was doing there for just a second. I didn't think I was going to like the multi-purpose adhesive, but I really do. I used to be a snail girl, but I really like this adhesive. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room to get your cardstock straight and in place. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to grab my dimensionals again, put them on this layer here, and then we're going to layer this on top of the card front. Then I'll grab our Stampin' Emboss machine and cut out our images, and then we will finish up this project. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Let me grab let's just grab the big one here. Let's grab Big Bertha over here. I'll put it this way. All right. So I'm going to grab my coffee cup die. And I'm going to get it lined up. That's lost its stickiness. Okay, Post-it note tape over here. Grab some Post-it note tape to hold this down with. Hold it in place. There's that one. And now, for the little tag, I'm using the smallest little banner from the Nested Essentials dies. Grab another piece of Post-it note tape just to hold that in place. Run it through. Cute little tag. One coffee cup. And now we have to do the next one. Grab this one more time. Next little coffee cup. If you're joining me, please leave me a comment so I know where you're from or that you're here joining me today. I'd love to hear from you guys. We are on our second project for today. If you're interested in the PDF for the projects, it's listed in the description of the video. It has all of the item numbers and measurements, pictures for the projects that we're creating today. So go grab that free PDF. Okay. All right, let me move this out of the way. Real quick. As you see, this die set is so cute. It has dies for like a little coffee pot, a little French press. It has dies to cut out the little coffee beans, individual little coffee beans. It's really cute. I try to keep it as simple as I could today and just used the coffee cups. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Stampin' Dimensionals again. Love, love, love these little guys. I'm going to throw a couple dimensionals on the back of them. Put this one right here. And then we're going to put this one right about here. Then I'm going to take the little tag, and I don't even know what size this is. It's just a punch that I've had forever. So I'm going to put a little hole right there. Grab some linen thread. snips. Hopefully I can get this through here. Perfect. I see that there are 4 people watching the live. If you feel free to leave me a comment and let me know where you're joining me from. This did not work out. I always have a hard time with, maybe if I do it this way. There we go. Look at that. Okay. So I'm going to tie a little knot and then make myself a little bow. Try to keep it right here in the front. My eyes start to give out on me when I'm doing tedious stuff like this. The joys of only having one really good eye. Okay, I'm going to grab one Stampin' Dimensional. And then we're going to put this little tag right there. Okay. I'm going to, this is a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of cardstock. Take the little coffee spot stamp set. It looks like a ring of coffee. And I'm going to stamp that on the inner corner. I'm going to stamp off a little bit and then stamp so I get a lighter image. Okay. Now I'm going to take my glue, the green glue, Mr. Tom glue, and layer this on the inside of the card. We'll add an embellishment and then we are finished. Petunia Pop, this cardstock, is one of the new in colors, and it is by far, I think, my favorite color. We have a color called Melon Mambo, and when it came out, I loved that color, but I think this is my new favorite. Okay, I'm going to add a little embellishment here in the corner. And voila, we're done with our second project. You could take a little Wink of Stella and add it to your cups if you wanted to give it a little glimmer, a little glitter. Okay. All right. Now we are going to create this little guy right here. And let me tell you, when I was designing this one, I way overcomplicated it. I had like 4 layers on the inside. It was a lot. It was a hot mess. And then I just decided, nope, that's too much. So we're gonna create this one. And again, if you get the class kits, the make and take kits, if you place a $40 order in my online store, I will send you the kits to create the cards. You just have to supply your own stamps and ink and adhesive. Stampin' Up! Policy prohibits me from, or any demonstrator, from sending stamped images in their packages. We can only send completed projects, and I would like for you to have the fun of making your own cards. You can easily substitute any stamp set that you have in your stash, or you can order the bundle. This bundle is an additional 10% off for the stamp set and the dies. I believe it's 46. It's on the PDF. $46.75 for the bundle, which is an additional 10% off. It's already discounted 10%, so it's an additional 10% off. So it's 20% off right now. Okay. And I'm going to have to cut some cardstock. So let's assemble really quickly. This card is a 4 1/4 by 10 3/4 inch card base, and we have scored on the long side. We've scored it at 2 1/2 and 5 1/4. Okay, so then we're going to take and fold in on our score lines. We're going to burnish and then burnish this edge here. I'm real funny. It's my OCD, as my friends call it. My husband calls it CDO, because that way it's in alphabetical order like it should be. But I measure, so it's 4 1/4 inches. So I know the center needs to be 2 1/8. So I just make a little tick mark right there. And then I'm using just a regular 1 inch punch. You could use a square punch. You could use a hexagon punch. You could use whatever you have. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to line it up right in the center of that punch and make sure that my little tick mark is in the center. And I'm just going to punch out that half circle. That makes a little pull tab, because this is going to fold in. We're going to glue these edges here to glue this shut, so then you'll have your pocket for your gift card. Okay, so I'm going to do that real quick. That way it'll have time to dry while we're putting everything together. I'm going to take my bone folder again and just kind of press this down. And then I have 2 little clothespins. I'm going to squeeze this bottom part together just like that, and then I'm going to set it off to the side. Okay? And I need to cut 2 pieces of thick white cardstock, because I did not do that earlier. I just got new blades. I received a pre-order. Stampin' Up! Is fixing to release several online exclusives. They'll be available for customers starting next month. But because I'm a demonstrator, I get to order early. So I received a pre-order, and it had my new blades in it for my trimmer, and I'm so glad. Okay, so I need 2 pieces at 3 by 4. So I'm going to cut this at 4, because I can use this half as a base for another card, because if I cut it down to 4 1/4 inches, it will be a base for another card. So if you're cutting your cardstock, always cut it long ways at 4 inches. So I need 3 by 4. So there's 1, 2. Okay. Set this aside. Okay. I'm going to grab a scrap piece of cardstock. I'm going to stamp the two, I'm going to stamp the 2 cups and color those real quick with the markers and the pecan pie. Okay, so there's one. And I'm using Memento Black ink. The reason I use Memento Black ink is because it is safe to use with the alcohol-based Stampin' blends. The Stampin' blends are alcohol-based markers so that they blend well together, and the Memento will not bleed. It's also archival safe, so you can use it with your scrapbooking. But it's so the image won't bleed when you're coloring it. All right, let's grab our, let's stamp our 2 insides. We're going to stamp these 2 images here. So I'm going to turn these around. I'm going to stamp the little heart. What do they call this? I know it's a barista thing, but I don't know what they call that. Is there a special name for the swirls? Stamping this down real quick. Ink away so I don't stick my fingers in it. I'm cleaning my stamps as I go along too. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take my pecan pie and I'm going to color the inside of my 2 cups. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the projects today. I've had a lot of fun creating them. If you want to get all of the information about the classes and stuff, all of the info ahead of time, subscribe to my email newsletter so I can send, and I send that stuff out, all the information for classes and things like that ahead of time. Dark, okay. How are we doing on time? My cousin and I used to sell real estate together, and we used to meet at her office in the mornings and have coffee. It's one of my favorite times of the day. She moved away, not very far. She only lives about 2 hours away now. But sometimes early in the morning, which is the best time to catch her, I will call her and we will have coffee over the phone, or we will do a FaceTime call. And I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing, and I colored both of those pink. Anyway, it's one of my fondest memories. One of my favorite things to do in the morning is have coffee with my cousin. She's more like my sister. We're about 2 years apart in age, so we're pretty close. And we used to live next door to each other growing up. So we are pretty close. I'm going to go ahead and color this one because I colored outside the lines on the other one. And then I'll just stamp another one and color. It's super, super quick. Okay. All right. Let me grab a piece of paper. We'll do this real fast. We'll do the heart. Okay. I'm gonna grab. Sorry, I need my piercing mat. To get some cushion in here. There we go. Okay. Lost Lagoon, Jana. Lost Lagoon, girl. Not pink again, right? My husband got the pool set up for us, so we spent almost the entire weekend with our friends, cooking outside. It's officially summer. We've started grilling, hanging out outside, and it is hot. My very best friend and I spent 3 hours in the pool on Friday. It was so much. It was so nice. Okay. I'm gonna grab my pecan pie and just fill in this little gap here. And then we'll grab our Stampin' Cut and Emboss and cut these out and finish up. All right. I'm gonna grab my little one. This is the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and it is actually an additional, it's actually 10% off right now. It's on sale. It's part of the Stampin' Die bundle, and I think this one is $65, I think. It's on sale right now for $65, I believe, which is a really good deal. If you have projects, like if you're going to a crop and you need to have just something small, plan your projects out, and you have some small things like this that you need to cut out, nothing huge, this is perfect. It's a perfect little travel companion. So there's one, and I'm going to cut out the next one. One thing I always tell my customers is it's a handmade card, so it doesn't have to be perfect. That's one of the things I love about crafting, is that it's handmade. It doesn't have to be perfect. Although I like to try, This coming from the person that just used a ruler to mark a tick mark for her circle punch. All right. Let's see. Hold on just a second. Give me just a minute. Are you there? Okay. There we go. Okay. I'm going to turn this. We're going to start building our card now. Okay, I'm going to take off these two little guys. Put those there. Grab my Tom adhesive. See, this is why you use your silicone mat, because you end up with glue on your surface. Jana. I'm just going to glue this down to the center. Right here. And then I'm going to take this piece and glue it to the outside. I am using the Take Your Pick tool to pick these pieces up, because if I didn't, I'd never get them up off of the table, and I'd probably end up getting glue everywhere. Okay. This is a piece of early espresso that is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then I have a piece of thick basic white that's 3 by 4. And if you want all the measurements for these, it's in the PDF. The link to the PDF is in the description of the video. Should be. And it will also be on my blog tomorrow. And check back on my blog, because I'll have 2 alternate projects using this bundle for the week. Okay, we're going to use a little glue and put that right in the center there. I am also I'm going to use this cool little splatter. I'm going to use the pecan pie because it looks like a latte. I'm going to use the cool little splatter. It looks like coffee splatter, and just put that right in the corner. Then I'm going to use This One Is On Me on the inside. I'm going to do it right over here. Okay. If you're joining me today, please leave me a comment so I know that you're here. It'd be great to hear from you. All the information on how you can get the make and take kits is in the description of the video, or you can check out all the information in my blog. Okay. I'm going to use the pecan pie ink pad with the thanks so much stamp I'm going to stamp it right down here at the bottom right corner. Then I'm going to use the coffee splatter again and put it right here in the left corner. Didn't quite get all the image there, but it still looks like a coffee spot, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right. Now I'm going to layer this on the front. Right here. When I put down, these two pieces of early espresso are the same size, and so are the pieces of thick basic white. And when I glued it down, I only glued half of the part of the left side to glue it down to the flap, and I made sure that it covered, you probably saw me align it to where it would cover up the this page when you open up the card, the little insert. All right. Now I'm going to grab Stampin' Dimensionals, you guessed it. I'm going to put a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals on our little coffee cups, our little latte mugs. I'm just going to put 4 of them down here. Okay. We'll remove, pick this up so it doesn't dry out. Remove the little backing. We'll grab my little dots again. Add a little embellishment right up here in the corner, and we're finished. There we go. Put your little gift card right here in the side, and you're done. Here are the projects that we created today. I thank you so much for joining me. If you would like the information for these projects, the PDF is linked in the description of the video. It will also be posted on my blog tomorrow. The PDF has it has photos with all of the measurements and a list of all of the products that we used. If you would like the card kits, the make and take kits for these projects, just place a $40 order in my online store using the host code. All of the information is also in the video description. I appreciate you guys joining me today. If you would leave a comment, like, share the video, I would really appreciate it. It helps me out. And I look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Thanks for joining me. Happy stamping.